Hey guys, welcome back. Um, Here I am on a Saturday doing my video. I'm so excited. I know that I've been struggling to be consistent with doing my videos every day and especially on the weekends. Um, so I'm just really excited right now that I'm actually like am being disciplined and am here making today's video on a Saturday. So, I know it's a stupid thing to be excited about, but it's I really struggle with being disciplined and in all areas of my life. And so to me, you know, yeah, it may not seem like a big deal to some people, um, but for me right now, sitting here, making this video with today's chapters on a Saturday, and I've been being consistent for quite a few days now. It just feels so good. The longer I go being consistent, the better I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I'm really just, I'm excited to keep getting further into the Bible, and I'm really excited for just like once I do have read the whole Bible and have that full picture, I'm so excited to see where I'm at in my life and in my journey with God once I get to the end of the Bible. So it's just like the further I keep going, the more I'm just like, this is great. And I've noticed that I feel better and more positive when I am consistent every day with reading the Bible. Because even if I miss one day, I notice I start to get a little off. Um, and then it just adds up the more days I miss and the more inconsistent I am. So I definitely highly recommend if you start reading the Bible and you are giving God a chance, at minimum, if you're when you start your journey, read the Bible every single day, even if it's only 5 minutes, even if it's only one or two chapters a day. Just read the Bible every single day. Try and pray. Um, those two things every single day. I'm telling you, if you are disciplined and you try, the more consistent you are and disciplined with it, and the more you do it every single day, you will notice the difference. It will add up. It's almost like I use this analogy a lot. It's almost like when you're exercising. You're not going to notice it right off the bat. It's going to take a little while, but eventually you're going to notice the results. And so I think it's very similar with the Bible and praying. You may not notice a change right off the bat, but over time, if you do it every single day, you'll start to notice the results over time. And I have noticed that I feel better, I feel more positive, I feel less anxious. The closer I get to God and the more I seek Him and the more I try to be disciplined with making time for Him every day, by reading the Bible and praying, I've noticed I feel a lot better. And then it leaves me room to start dealing with things, you know. So, for example, the past couple days, if you've been following along, you know that I've been feeling a little like frustrated and not knowing how to make the changes I need to make in my life right now, focusing more on my health and, being better about uh, being a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like making more effort in my journey with God and making more effort in my health. And by like eating better, exercising, I want to learn Spanish. That's a huge thing I want to do. I want to learn Spanish. And I still just put it off and put it off. And I even have the app Babbel, and I paid for a full, like, never ending subscription. And so I could learn Spanish, I could learn other languages anytime I want. And I have the phone on my app or the app on my phone, and yet I still don't do it. And so I've been praying a lot to God about it. And I'm like, what do I do? Guide me, please. Like, how can I start making better changes? And just over the day yesterday, for some reason, I just kept getting these thoughts like, okay, I need to start actually planning, like, each week. Okay, what am I going to work on? Like, maybe like I need to start drinking more water and stop drinking soda. Maybe I can just tackle that for the next week and get that under control. And then I can start figuring out, okay, where in my day am I going to schedule time to spend maybe 10 minutes on my app, Babbel, to learn Spanish. And then, dedicate that time, like, in the morning or the evening or lunchtime or something like that. Because the Bible and making these videos and praying, my daughter's nap time, that's my dedicated time to that. And so that I do every day. Try to. Some days I'm not good at it, but and then as far as exercising, I need to just look at my day and just be like, okay, I need to set an alarm before my daughter gets up, and I need to just suck it up, get up, and exercise for like 20 minutes. I don't even need to get crazy, just start somewhere. So that's kind of like what kept popping in my head yesterday was I need to actually sit down and schedule these things out so that I can be disciplined about it and then get it into my regular day-to-day routine, and then I can, adjust my routine as needed. But I think that's kind of like what God's like trying to tell me right now is like, okay, you're struggling, but like, if you actually schedule it out and actually say, okay, during my daughter's nap time, which is usually about an hour, I come in my closet and I dedicate that time to God. I read the Bible, while I make my videos, and then I pray. And so I think I need to do that in other areas of my life with exercising, with changing how I eat, taking it one step at a time instead of trying to overhaul how I eat overnight, Because when I first started doing this, reading the Bible and making the videos and praying, I would try like different things um, to figure out what worked best for me. And then eventually my daughter went down to one nap because I used to do it in her evening nap. And because she used to take two naps, but now she only takes one. So I just kind of was like, okay, I'm going to dedicate her nap to time with God. And so that's what I do. And even if I have stuff that needs to get done, most of the time I'm like, no, I can do that after I'm done with, spending time with God. So I think that's just what I need to do. I think I need to just sit down and actually like say, okay, this time of day I'm going to dedicate to learn Spanish for however many, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Same thing with exercise. And then each week I need to like sit down and be like, okay, what am I going to work on this week with my health for my food? And I think a good place to start for me personally would be I drink a lot of soda. I have a soft spot for soda. I'm an emotional soda drinker. So like when I'm feeling down or want like a mood boost or uh, like a mood boost, like I'm feeling kind of down or whatever, I'm like, give me a soda. Like, and cheers me up for like a minute, and then obviously I have a sugar crash and I don't feel good. But I think that would be a good place for me to start. So the next week I could focus on drinking more water and less soda. And then the following week I can work on something else, like eating less, you know, candy or, ice cream or whatever, Um, so like I feel like that was kind of what God was like putting in my head yesterday. Like that's what I just felt like I kept having those thoughts. And I was just like, okay, like I think that's a good place to start. So, and then as for wanting to be more diligent about when I want to look something up in regards to the Bible or have questions or thoughts, I have to just next time I go to the store, I just need to get a notepad. It's that simple. Like I just need to put it on my grocery list next time I go to the store. So, you know, I've been talking about it for months and I haven't done it. And it's such a simple thing that I could do. So I don't know. I'm trying to just do more, put more effort in, because I can't be the only one, or God can't be the only one putting in effort. I have to put in effort too. It's, relationships with anyone in your life, including God, is a two-way street. God's not going to be the only one putting in effort. I have to put in effort too. So if I'm asking him for help and guidance with A, B, and C, but I am not doing my part and my effort, from the guidance he gives me for those things, then what's the point of God giving me guidance and help, you know? So like right now he's, telling me, hey, like, plan your things out, work on these things slowly but surely. Just tackle one thing at a time. And so it's like, okay, so I need to actually do those things now. So wish me luck, guys. I'm trying. Okay, let's get into today's chapters and see what's going on in the book of Psalms.
I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn back again till they were destroyed. I have wounded them so that they could not rise. They have fallen under my feet. For you have armed me with strength for the battle. You have subdued under me those who rose up against me. You have also given me the necks of my enemies, so that I destroyed those who hated me. They cried out, but there was none to save, even to the Lord, but he did not answer them. Then I beat them as fine as the dust before the wind. I cast them out like dirt in the streets. You have delivered me from the strivings of the people. You have made me the head of the nations. A people I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey me. The foreigners submit to me. The foreigners fade away and come frightened from their hideouts. The Lord lives. Blessed be my rock. Let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God who avenges me and subdues the peoples under me. He delivers me from my enemies. You also lift me up above those who rise against me. You have delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the Gentiles, and sing praises to your name. Great deliverance he gives to his king, and shows mercy to his anointed, to David and his descendants forevermore. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end.
I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it says there's no speech nor language where their voice is not heard, and it's the W is capitalized. So it's talking about God, because there's a bunch of languages and stuff like that, but yet anyone can communicate with God in their language. Interesting. Oh. I don't know, it's just fascinating. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but in the Bible, something so tiny like that, like just a capital letter of the first word or the first letter of the word can just change the whole meaning of that verse, where it's referencing God. And it's just so fascinating. The Bible's so purposeful and intentful on every little detail. And I can see why there's people who are like, oh, well, I don't believe in the Bible because, it's been altered over the years, and I get that. I get it. That's a true, a reasonable concern to have. Totally get it. Um, but I just have to think that if there's a version of the Bible that is truly messing things up or not correcting or not correctly translating things, down originally from the how God originally intended it, God's going to reveal that some way, somehow. So, you know, that's just, that's going to happen. Like, God's not going to allow his word to be altered without letting us know or letting people know. So, that I just don't even worry about that.
Of the world. In them he has set a tabernacle for the sun, which is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoices like a strong man to run its race. Its rising is from one end of heaven, and its circuit to the other end, and there is nothing hidden from its heat. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them your servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse me from secret faults. Keep back your servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. Then I shall be blameless, and I shall be innocent of great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of the God of Jacob defend you. May he send you help from the sanctuary and strengthen you out of Zion. May he remember all your offerings and accept your burnt sacrifice. Selah. May he grant you according to your heart's desire and fulfill all your purpose. We will rejoice in your salvation, and in the name of our God, we will set up our banners. May the Lord fulfill all your petitions. Now I know that the Lord saves his anointed. He will answer him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. They have bowed down and fallen, but we have risen and stand upright. Save, Lord. May the King answer us when we call. The King shall have joy in your strength, O Lord, and in your salvation how greatly shall he rejoice. You have given him his heart's desire, and have not withheld the request of his lips. Selah. For you meet him with the blessings of goodness. You set a crown of pure gold upon his head. He asked life from you, and you gave it to him. Length of days forever and ever. His glory is great in your salvation. Honor and majesty you have placed upon him. For you have made him most blessed forever. You have made him exceedingly glad with your presence. For the King trusts in the Lord, and through the mercy of the Most High, he shall not be moved. Your hand will find all your enemies. Your right hand will find those who hate you. You shall make them as a fiery oven in the time of your anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Their offspring you shall destroy from the earth, and their descendants from among the sons of men. For they intended evil against you. They devised a plot which they are not able to perform. Therefore you will make them turn their back. You will make ready your arrows on your string toward their faces. Be exalted, O Lord, in your own strength. We will sing and praise your power.
All right, there we have it, you guys. Very interesting. Sorry, I didn't sleep well. um, okay, guys. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, so it's church. And I'm actually like starting to feel better about church. Like I'm actually like enjoying going to church more. I feel like I'm becoming a little bit more comfortable with like if I feel like I need to like cry or something, like I, cry a little bit. And it's also been nice because my husband's been going, which is great, because he's repairing his relationship with God, which is really great to see and feel. And I've noticed like that's having an effect on like him and our marriage. And it's like, things are getting better and, um, we are communicating better. And so it's just good. And I do struggle though with the sermon part of it. Even though it's translated in English in real time as the pastor's talking, sometimes I'm like, okay, what's his point? Like, what is he trying to get at? And I don't know if it's the pastor specifically that I have trouble with and just the way that he delivers his sermons, or if it's just like I'm distracted. I don't know what it is. But other than that, other than struggling with the sermons sometimes, I've been it's been getting better going to church. I've been enjoying it more. I've been trying to like talk to people more and be more social, um, and get to know them. But it is difficult sometimes because they all know each other already. They're all friends. They've all been going to the same church for years. So it's almost like I feel like I'm like in the way, or like I'm like, you know, inserting myself into this, group of people that are all connected and friends and have their little things. So sometimes I do feel kind of out of place and feel kind of like unsure. And so I'm not very like social or put myself out there. But I think that that's something I just need to like push past and like just start trying to like be more vocal and social with them, because they're really nice people and they're really great. It's just it's my issue, not theirs. So that's just something I have to work through. But other than that, church is going good. Okay, guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Saturday. Bye.